Okay, so you know the drill. We're in a new draft league, standard rules with snake style drafting, 115 points were available, we had an additional 25 points to decide on our Terra captain, and we got the wheel pick. Woo! So the wheel pick is sometimes good and sometimes bad. You get access to powerful cores with the exchange of losing out on the absolute top tier mons. Well, usually you do. Somehow an insane duo made it to me and I ended up grabbing something I did not think was gonna be possible. So first up we took Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle has an amazing speed tier 136 while also providing really strong offensive pressure 80% of the time and being only one of 2 mons with access to flip turn. Now normally Iron Bundle making it to wheel isn't the most uncommon, but in combo with our next pick it was a pleasant surprise. Next up we took Chi Yu, an insane special breaker that can hit the few mons Bundle might struggle with. Chi Yu is a really good choice item mon, be it Specs or Scarf, and will often make the opponent hate switching into it. The combination of Iron Bundle and Chi Yu, while costly, felt amazing to have since I wouldn't need to worry about getting another special breaker for the rest of the draft. But we did need to look for some physically offensive mons to pair them with. So here comes Iron Hands. I've been wanting to try Iron Hands for a long time. It was at the top of the admittedly very long fighting type list I want to try this gen. Outside of being a strong physically hitting mon, it also provided us with a good defensive wall and some more momentum to get into our 2 special breakers. Now the team looks good with breaking and hitting hard, but we are lacking a bit in the cleaning department. You know, a mon that is known for setting up or being able to just win a game when it gets going. So here comes our first Terra captain, Salamence. Salamence has unfortunately fallen a bit from grace over the last couple of generations. With the power creep and speed tiers going higher and higher, it's been difficult for it to keep up. But with it being able to terror, we'll unlock some new potential for Salamence as he can now become any timing needed offensively to clean or defensively to help set up. I believe Salamence is a heavy underrated Terra captain for this generation, so I was very happy about getting it here. After this we need to start looking at getting some more defensive oriented mons, both physically defensive and specially defensive. Thankfully 2 mons that pair very well together just so happened to fall to this round and I swooped in to pick them up. We got Florges and Corviknight. Now Florges is gonna act as our second Terra captain since I didn't feel like any other mon on the team really fit the bill, but mainly we're gonna be rocking with Terra Salamence. Corviknight on the other hand is just an amazing mon, but this is actually my first time using it, so I'm a little excited about trying it out and see if it's all the hype. At this point our team is actually looking very good. We have good offensive pressure, we have good defensive mons, we have some support, but one thing we're lacking is hazards, both being able to get rid of them and being able to set them. So our next 2 picks was focused mainly on getting hazard oriented mons that can also kind of fill out some different roles. So first up we picked up Toadskrull. Now Toadskrull I have actually used before but I didn't like it that much. But that mainly comes from me thinking it was a different mon than what it actually is. Toadskrull is mostly meant to be like a 3 attacks, spikes, 3 attacks, whatever you needed to do mon, and not a full support mon. Now to pair with Toadskrull we ended up picking up Yuxi. Now Yuxi is one of my all-time favorite bulky psychic types to pick up. Whether it be physically defensive, special defensive, you can do pretty much whatever with it. Access to of course U-turn for more momentum, access to Thunder Wave to be annoying, Stealth Rocks is really nice, and overall I just really like having a nice bulky mon such as Yuxi on my team. Now next up we ended up picking up a mon that before this draft I had never used before, but if you do recognize it, it's because it's also on our WPF team, and that is going to be Qwilfish. Now Qwilfish fills out basically 2 things on our team. It gives us a grounded poison type which can be very important, and it gives us a water type. Well, a secondary water type should I say. So Iron Bundle is a water type but it doesn't really function that much as a water type, so you typically want something else, and I felt like Qwilfish actually fit our team fairly well. Gave us access to another spike user, gives us access to toxic spikes, and as I mentioned a grounded poison type. We have some priority in Aqua Jet, and now we have Intimidate as like a really good ability if we are going up against a lot of physical attackers. So at this point our team is mostly done. There's not much else we can get, we don't have that many points left, but we do actually have a small ghost weakness. With ghosts being as prevalent as they are nowadays, it's very important to have a somewhat bulky dark type or a bulky normal type. Now our dark type is decently bulky on the special side and hits very hard, so we can definitely beat ghosts offensively, but we needed something defensively. So we picked up Young Dunsparce. Yeah, so Dunsparce in this generation with the Eviolite is actually not that bad of an option to get for, I believe it was 3 points. And overall, I think Dunsparce can definitely provide something that the team didn't have, being something like Glare is an extra Stealth Rock user, and it can kind of just be like an extra Gloomon every now and then. I don't know how often it's gonna come, but I think Dunsparce is pretty good for the few points. So yeah, that is the Copenhagen Galates PBA team. I hope you like it. I think it's a very interesting team. I do think outside of our top 4 months is a little past, so we don't have like that extra breaker. I would have loved one more like truly good cleanup / breakermon, but realistically Florges can fill in that role with Terror, so that's kind of why we chose it as the Terror captain. And I think this team is kind of fun. Like I think Corviknight is going to be an interesting mon for me to use. I love Salamence. I've loved Salamence for a long time, so having it as a Terror captain is actually very amazing to me. But as always, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like on the video, leave a comment on what you thought of the team, and subscribe to the channel for future videos. I'm now head out, so peace, YouTube.